In this video, you will learn how to get through the hundreds rating. If you are skeptical of this, you should be. Do not trust me, I am on a massive losing streak, but I am above these players, and you should trust me with all of your heart and all of your social security numbers. In this game, we have a couple 600 players, and you gotta love this person's apples to go, and yet they have a caution sign thing that's shaped like a banana. Well, let me tell you this, folks. There's gonna be a lot of slip and sliding to come. Here we go. So e4, e5, one of my favorites. Okay, so this is good. Everything's good. Life is so great. But then they took the knight, and it's like neither of these things are doing that much. And neither of the pieces are that great or that bad. So it's like, don't just take for no reason, right, guys? Come on, I'm gonna help you guys push through the 1000 rating. And this is the type of thing that you need to do. I will tell you, I'm not gonna use any computer or anything. It's straight from the noggin. Not much up there, tell you that though. You can attack the queen and defend your bishop by developing. Wow, it's like you're doing 3 things in once. Efficient moves that do multiple things at once is the way that you want to go. We did that, and now we got to move on. And then, of course, you're going to be like, oh, there's an open pawn. So, ooh, they miss it. So what this person can do, they could have taken a pawn, exactly. They can move this rook over and all this jazz. Let's remember which pieces are hanging, folks. I know this is blitz, but if we look at how much time you're taking with these, like, look at the times. Look at these people's times. It's going 255, 254, 253, 252, 252, 250. You can, this is not bullet. This is not bullet. This is not hyper bullet. This is grandma bullet. Like, you can take 10 seconds on a move, and that's plenty of time. Something that I struggle with as well, so I'm kind of yelling at myself. And before I continue, white blundered and black missed it. What's blacksmiths? Well, the thing that's just staring in my face is that the queen is pinning the knight to the king. So white should just move the pawn and take the knight. But they do not do that. So let's continue. Okay, now this is a wonderful move. Counter pinning. Potentially. Ooh, I would have moved this right here, this right there. Something to get something between your queen and the king. Let's see what the best move is. Exactly. You want to get something between the queen and the king. But life goes on, and this person will probably miss it. But they take the pawn, which they think is so valuable. What should white do in this position? I'll give you guys 2 seconds to think, and then we'll probably move on shortly to another game. Bing, 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 right? Doesn't that just make sense? Good, they did it. And it takes. Good. Excellent play by white. White is getting a great start. Beautiful. Continue to develop. Exactly. But these pawns are kind of, let's not get back rank mated. It's too soon for me to talk about that, but let's try to get a pawn up there pretty soon. Sound good? Sound good. Okay, but this is great pressure coming from white. They win a pawn. Oh, they could have taken this pawn with check, and then if the knight blocks or the knight stays, you win a knight. But now white is concerned about making sure their king is safe, even though the knight is here to block the square. Okay, moving on. So yeah, black is pretty cooked here. They even take, and that's just, I mean, not disrespectful, but it's disrespectful. You know, you gotta love it. Ooh, you gotta take with knight here, buddy, right? So that way you attack. Apparently that's excellent. Splitting up your pawns. Not the way to continue in life. So this game should end in white winning. And they do. Well done. Let's move on to the next disastrous game where you guys can learn and easily get to 1000 rating. You're going to be pushing through these 600. I guarantee it. Okay, in this next game, you're going to be thinking, how in the world are they even 600 rated or about? And my answer to you is sometimes people are tired and sometimes people lose focus. So to get to 1000 rating, it may be obvious, but you may not be purposefully doing it because you're busy, you're tired, so of course you're just going to play, you're just going to go through the motions. So come into chess focused and having plenty of energy and having a good mindset. It will get you further and avoid the mistake which I think we're about to see. So let's take a look at it. E4, no mistake yet. We got the Sicilian defense. The queen is getting a little hasty. Everything's going fine for white. What's happening? Oh, if I do say so myself, I think they were trying to go for this, but they'll have to think of other plans such as like getting the knight out, or maybe even and castling soon, honestly. And yeah, white just took. So this must have been just mental breakdown. Their sibling might have gotten a hand on the keyboard or mouse and keyboard and did that move. Chess.com admins could be very mad at Apples to Go, and they forced him to do that move. You know, there's a lot of conspiracies on the table here, which we should really consider. But in the meantime, let's focus on the other option of lack of focus. Let's see how much time did white take to take that play. They took a whole 3 seconds. Maybe they alt-tabbed, they heard the move, and they just went right back into it. Because I don't see any other excuse. And they committed to it. Wow, they were either mad or really, really needed to wear their glasses that day. But yeah, this game is basically done. There's like no point in playing this on. Yeah, they resigned. So it looks like we have 2 solid games that covers almost a handful of excellent tips that you guys can apply to your sub 1000 rated chess games and just start winning games. I mean, I'm going to continue these series because the flaws are infinite. And I'll be playing chess too, so infinite plus me. You know what I mean, math wizards. You guys went to school for the ability to understand what I'm saying. So if you guys do like what I'm saying, please head on over to other videos. My previous video, excellent tips about how to avoid what I was doing, or maybe I was doing well. I'm lying. I'm not lying. You have to check it out yourself. Love you guys. Boom.